And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Brenham for tonight's contest at a District 17 5A. It's the Huntsville Lady Hornets taking on the Brenham Cubettes. Huntsville coming in 2-0 to start of the district slate, 3-0 rather, and Brenham at 0-2. Brenham still looking for that first win in the district season. Should make for an exciting contest tonight. As we welcome you to the Wiesner of Huntsville countdown to tip-off. I'm Carlos Zimmermann filling in for Stephanie Keele this evening. Stephanie's on the road with the Sam Houston Bearcat women's basketball team, so you get me here tonight. Good to be with y'all on this Tuesday evening here in the heart of Washington County as Huntsville comes into this contest. Winners of 3 of their last 5, make it 4 of their last 6 if you go back to the last time they were in district play when they knocked off College Station 31-24. A couple of tough, hard-nosed games against Aledo and Frisco Lone Star, losing those 2 games by a combination of 7 points. Big wins over McKinney North and Livingston most recently to set up tonight's contest against Brenham. On the other side for Brenham, come into this game 16-9 on the season, but as I mentioned, 0-2 to start the district campaign. Lost to Montgomery 72-65 and lost to College Station 45-38, who Huntsville has already beaten, but they played some really tough competition in the non-district slate. They have lost their last 5 games in a row, including 4 at the 2025 M.T. Rice Tournament. Losses to Waco Midway, Cedillo Steele, Buda Hayes, and Lucas Lovejoy. That's where Brenham finds themselves coming to this contest, just trying to get back into the win column on top of trying to get that first win in district play. All right, here on the Wiesner of Huntsville countdown to tip-off, it's time to dive into our coaches' convo. Had a chance to speak with head coach LaToya Bennett. She will give you the full inside scoop to what she's got in store tonight for this Lady Hornet team against the Brenham Cubettes in your coaches' convo. Welcome back here on the Lady Hornet pregame show, getting ready for Huntsville versus Brenham tonight here in Brenham. Time to dive into your coaches' combo brought to you by Wiesner of Huntsville with head coach LaToya Bennett. Coach, good to see you, ma'am. It should be a fun, exciting matchup tonight. Just so far in the early district slate, what have you thought about this team? And we were talking a little bit pregame about just the different style that they've been playing this year. Just how do you feel about this squad so far?
Well, of course, we're young again this year, but we got a lot of talent that returned from last year with Olivia on a win, Jaslyn Hill. They are a hard, working team. Right now, we're just building that team chemistry, working on some enthusiasm, emotion, and effort. Just the 3 E's of success to make us better down the stretch. We played a really tough preseason, and I think they're prepared for tonight.
You talk about that early preseason schedule and the toughness that it instilled into your team. Just what were some of those takeaways from that tough district slate that feel like you have this team prepared for the district games that lay ahead?
I mean, hey, when you face off against Duncanville, Summer Creek, your Waco La Vegas, teams who have been to state, I mean, of course, they run a tough program. Defensively and offensively, they're sound. But when you come into an atmosphere like that and the referees and the other coaches already know you have the type of team that can compete, it makes you feel good. And when your girls get out there and they show the things that you've been working on day in and day out, regardless of the outcome, I can see the progress and us getting better, and I think it's paid off early on in that first part of district.
You talk about your returners, Jaslyn Hill and Oliviana Wynn are 2 of them, but another big one, I think that's an X factor, especially on defense, is Raya Willis. Just the growth you've seen from her from last year to this year, and just some things you've been impressed by her.
I tell everybody that Araya is she's kind of like a black widow. You don't see her coming, but she's always around. She's busy. I mean, her freshman year, she is our only kid in 8 years to be freshman of the year. Last year, as a sophomore, defensive player of the year. And, I just keep telling her every day, there's no telling what she'll be in district play this year. The other day against Livingston, I mean, she had, 28 points, 10 rebounds. She was all over the place. If she could just bring that defensive tenacity and that enthusiasm out on the court the rest of district play, I mean, the sky is the limits. And, of course, playoffs it's just the icing on the cake.
The Cubettes come in tonight with a solid non-district slate, but have lost their first 2 games of the district season. Just some thoughts on Brenham and what you'll be up against tonight.
Well, of course, Brenham's going to be upbeat, just like us. They're going to be fast. They're going to be aggressive. The atmosphere is going to be chaotic. But if the girls come in, if we're focused, if I'm focused as a head coach, and I keep the game plan consistent, as to what we do every day, we should be fine. But I want to see our systems ran. I don't want to get away from the good things that we do. Executing on defense and then letting our offense take care of itself. I want the girls to understand what we do, why we do it, and get out here and execute it tonight.
You've always put together teams that love to bring pressure. How big is that a factor in tonight's ball game?
Well, I'll tell you, on my starting five, I have, in my opinion, 4 of the most tenacious defenders in the area, probably in the region. It's going to be a big fight here at the end for district defensive MVP. I already know that. So expect us to be hard-nosed. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to be in their face. We're going to be pushing traps.
All right, there you go. That's your Coach's Convo, brought to you by Wiesner of Huntsville with head coach Latoya Bennett. Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
More to come here from Brenham High School after this on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
For 5 generations, Nelson Propane has been keeping East Texas warm and working. Commercial or residential, we deliver reliable propane service with old-fashioned values and modern convenience. With 13 full-service locations and 24/7 emergency support, we're always here when you need us. Experience exceptional service. Call 800-234-9052 or visit nelsonpropane.com.
Are you looking for a great deal? Do you like saving money? Well, here at Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, you can get a great deal and save thousands of dollars on your new Chevy. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevrolet in Huntsville. Come get a brand new 2025 Chevy 1500 Crew Cab starting at only $39,995 after rebate. Or take up to $15,000 off a brand new 2025 Chevy Corvette Z06. If you like low interest rates, you won't get lower than 0%. And we have that on almost everything on the lot. Don't miss out on saving thousands of dollars with these great deals. Only here at Wiesner Chevrolet in Huntsville or online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports, as we are getting ready to close out the Wiesner of Huntsville countdown to tip-off. Huntsville versus Brenham this evening in district play. 2 head coaches that know each other very well. Brad Evans on one side, Latoya Bennett on the other. Talking with Coach Bennett pregame, or before we came on the air. She says this team is hard-nosed, this team she's had in the past, but also different in their own right. They're very loose, very relaxed in pregame. They're all locked in on the headphones and just ready to play some Lady Hornet basketball week in and week out, and that is what we're going to have in store for you here this evening. Your keys to the ball game brought to you by Wiesner of Huntsville. Got to keep that good pressure up, do the Lady Hornets. If they're able to do that, they'll win. Got to find a way to knock down some critical long-range shots just to build some momentum, and then, of course, settle into that defense and rebound the basketball well. If they do all those things, they will come away with a victory tonight here in Brenham. Huntsville and Brenham moments away from getting started. That is your Wiesner of Huntsville keys to the ball game. As we get ready for this district contest, I'll turn you over to the public address announcer for our country's national anthem and starters. That will come momentarily.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station. This broadcast is copyrighted by KSAM Sports for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other transitions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. The following is a presentation of KSAM Sports.
Live from the heart of Washington County where the ice cream flows like it's honey, we welcome you to Tuesday Night Lady Hornet Hoops on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, presented by Nelson Propane. It's the first road trip of 2026 for Huntsville as they battle the Brenham Cubettes here tonight at Brenham High School on the KSAM YouTube channel, home of the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, as we welcome you up high here inside of Brenham High School. I'm Carlos Zimmermann. Glad to have you with us tonight as we close in on tip-off here this evening. Starters have been introduced for Huntsville. They'll roll with Jaslyn Hill, Ja'Cory Posey, Raya Willis, Oliviana Wynn, and Onaya Ledette are the five starters for the Lady Hornets here this evening, as you now get a look at the Brenham starters that will take to the floor for Brad Evans this evening. Kara Williams will be one of the bigs underneath, the sophomore, as well as Abigail Adams, Jalea Pettis, now being introduced to the fans here in attendance tonight here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network for the Brenham starters. Want to remind you tonight's video broadcast is being presented, ladies and gentlemen, in 2K Quad HD with a 4K Ultra HD enhanced presentation. Closed captioning is also available for the hearing impaired. You'll notice in the top right corner of your screen, that is not the score we'll have here. That is going to be the score from the boys' game that will update periodically throughout this evening's ball game here tonight in Brenham. That game is scheduled to tip off at 7 o'clock. I believe that game will be slightly delayed due to the junior varsity game going slightly long there at Paul Bowen Gym. John Clendenin, he's got the call over in Huntsville for that one tonight. And as soon as we're done here, we'll send you over to him. But you can keep up with the ball game once that's underway up in the top right corner of your screen. Huntsville 3-0 in the district slate so far. Brenham 0-2, looking for win number 1 in the district season. Two teams trying to vie for one of the 4 spots that are assigned to this district to get into the postseason. We still got a long way to go before we get there. But Huntsville with a big test in front of them tonight against the Brenham team that had a very solid non-district slate. Glad to have you with us tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports on the KSAM YouTube channel. Tip is won by Huntsville, and we're underway here in the heart of Washington County. Raya Willis lays it up off the right side, and a good start for Huntsville. Of course, that patented 1-2-1-1, 1-3-1 defense, press defense, I should say, as Brenham having trouble getting it across. Got to get it across. They're running out of time. Get it over at the last second into the hands here for Brenham, Sandra Prieto, and then the 3 falls short. Offensive rebound for Jalea Pettis. Driving is Adams, lost it, but getting it back is Brenham. That pressure of Huntsville starting to show. Prieto skips here on the near side. Shania Mathis, a 3, rattles in. And Brenham on the board to make it 3-2. 7:08 to go, first quarter. Wynn fighting for the layup, but she traveled with it. Slid that right foot trying to throw it up and in. Turnover back to Brenham. Brenham in the all-white jerseys this evening with the green stripes down the side, as you see the numbers in green, outline in black. Huntsville in the all-black jerseys with gray striping on the side. Turnover on the backcourt here, Oliviana Wynn. Give and go from Hill to Wynn, backing her way down and draws the foul. That'll be on Jalea Pettis. That is her first, the team's first. And that puts Livy at the line, first time tonight. 6:48 to play in the first period. Shorts the first free throw. Something we didn't talk about with head coach LaToya Bennett in the pregame was the free throw shooting and how that could play a factor here tonight, and it's showing early. Wynn trying to split the trip, and she does, and we're knotted up at 3-all. Wide open three the other way for Janiyah Mathis. Didn't go, but an offensive rebound once again for Brenham, and we've got a steal. Ledette bringing it up for Huntsville. Throws it up the left side, and she draws contact and a foul, and she'll go to the line for two. Foul will be on Janiyah Mathis, or no, they're going to call that one on Tiana No, she's not on the floor right now, so that should be on Janiyah Mathis. So that is her first, and the team's should be the team's second, as Ledette knocks in the first free throw. Substitution will lift Ja'Cory Posey from the game, bring LaKayla Bird in for her first action of the night. One more free throw for Ledette. Can't get the roll on the second. Fight for the basketball. It's won by Raya Willis. Tried to lay it up. Wynn able to get the putback. Score should be 6-3 in favor of Huntsville. They have 5-3 on the board as this backcourt pressure again for Huntsville, but Brenham able to break it. Adams to Pettis, looking for space. 6:05 to play, first period. A skip and a long two off the heel for Mathis. A fight for the basketball and another offensive rebound for Brenham, and because of the jump there by Wynn, an easy lay-in for Janiyah Mathis. She's got all the points so far for the home squad at 6-5. Wynn caught napping there for a second, but gets into the offensive flow. Big skip to Bird. Lost it off her foot. Turns it over back to Brenham. Brenham losers their last time out on the day before New Year's Eve to Lucas Lovejoy, 53-45. Huntsville knocked off Livingston in the first game of the new year, 63-36. That's out of bounds, last touch by Huntsville. Kaylin Carroll will now check in for the Lady Hornets. She's on for Liviana Wynn. 5:24 to play in the first. And a one-point tilt for the green and white of Huntsville. Inbound to Mathis, near corner, and now a lob underneath, and a turnover. Carroll fresh to the game, able to swipe it away from Hykera Williams. Ledette pushing. Finds Hill open. Left wing triple. Can't get it off the heel. And the rebound for Mathis. Mathis to the right elbow. Dishes it off Prieto to the free throw line. Nothing there. Now an entry pass. That's going to be a travel. Called on Jalea Pettis, and she knew it. 4:49 to play in the first. Huntsville hanging on to a one-point lead as Carmen McWilliams comes on for the first time for Brenham. She's on for Jalea Pettis as Hill will work it from the front court to the back court. Big pass to Willis. Into the lane, runner, got the roll. And Huntsville extends the lead. An 8-5 lead for Huntsville here in quarter number one. Mathis, big lob pass to Prieto. Adams driving and tried to throw it up for McWilliams, but it was too high. Turnover back to the Lady Hornets. Hornets break the press of the Cubettes. It's a lob to Willis, stepping through contact, shot won't go, and the ball wrestled away by Williams. Brenham trying to cut into the three-point deficit. Adams had it tied up. Possession arrow favors Brenham. 4:01 to play in this first. Mind you, this broadcast is presented by Nelson Propane. A lob into the backcourt here for Mathis. Mathis gets around the steal. Hands it off to Adams. Crossing over against Bird, and a foul. Like I say, it's in the act of shooting, or was it before the shot? It'll be the first foul whistled on Huntsville. They called it on Raya Willis, and indeed was in the act of shooting. That will put Abigail Adams at the free throw line. First one on its way, and it rattles through. Wherever you may be tuning in from tonight, we'd love to hear you in the comments down below. Let us know where you're enjoying this one from. Live tonight in Brenham, Huntsville, and the Cubettes doing battle as Adams, perfect trip at the line, and it's back to a one-point game here in this first quarter. Carroll quickly to Willis, driving right side through contact, layup going on transition for Raya Willis. McWilliams in dire straits. Dishes it off for Adams, and now Mathis with space driving to the right side. Had it swatted from behind by Hill. Hill in transition, skips it to Willis. And now she'll run the offense, will Jazz. Brenham fakes the double. And we're going to have 3 seconds in the lane called on Raya Willis. Don't see that called very often, but burns Huntsville there as Liviana wins. She'll come on for Willis. And a viewer from Australia this evening, Hannah Barrington, tuning in. Hannah, thank you for joining us all the way from the land down under. And we're going to say, I think we had a clock malfunction, that's what it was. So Brenham will reset. And Brad Evans calls the timeout. Stops the game with 2:59. Stop the clock. Okay, now they stop it at 2:55. Still ran for about 9 seconds after the timeout was called. Just a 30-second timeout, so we will keep things for you right here as Huntsville and Brenham continue to do battle. Want to remind you, you can keep up to date with all things regarding your hometown radio station on social media. Follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram at KSAM-1017 for all the latest in Huntsville and Walker County. And don't forget to subscribe to the KSAM YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on all the action with your Huntsville Hornets. 10-7 Huntsville early on here as they have reset the clock now to 3:04. Got that correct. Good to see that. As Brenham will go to work on offense. He loses it out of bounds. They're going to say it's off Brenham, and it will go back to the Lady Hornets. Kayla Bird controlling it at center court. Dishes off to the senior Hill. Finds her fellow senior Wynn with a jab step. Now driving baseline. Big skip out to Bird. Right wing triple on the way. Off the front and back. And rebounded by Mathis. Adams trying to go coast to coast. Euro step and draws the contact. Looks like they're going to get Kaylin Carroll for that one. That is going to be Carroll's first, team second. Adams back to the free throw line where she misses the first. One sub coming in for the Cubettes, Delia Richard. Second one, back iron. Ball's on the deck. Bird's got it for Huntsville after the empty free throw trip. Bird with great movement. Big skip Hill, she's wide open. 3 on the way, it's too long. And a rebound for Mathis. She's got another one, and she draws a foul of Bird. That's going to be team foul number 3 on Huntsville and foul number 1 on Bird. Adams for an inbound to Mathis. Brenham doing a good job figuring out this Huntsville press. Into the front court with Mathis, and a strip by Wynn, and she's fouled trying to break the other way. That's on Janiyah Mathis. And Mathis has picked up her second. One of the top rebounders of this Brenham team, having to play off the court right now with 2 fouls. As Antiana Lang checks in for her. 10-7 Huntsville, 2:05 to play in the first. Big pass from Hill to Bird. Can't finish the layup. It is out of bounds. Let's see who the signal was. They're going to say it's off Huntsville. And it will remain Brenham basketball. Or no, they're going to say it's Huntsville ball, I should say. Raya Willis back in. Hill looking for the inbound. It's Willis open, and her 3 on the way, an air ball. Rebound for Prieto. Brenham splits the defense. Adams a runner. In and out. Offensive rebound for Antiana Lang. That won't go either. Ball tipped around. It's going to stay Brenham basketball. Another offensive rebound for Brenham on this end, and LaToya Bennett not pleased with her rebounding side. Something we talked about, that would be a key in this ball game. An inbound to Lang. Steps back, had it blocked by Wynn, but it caroms out for Amira Bird. Minute 30 left to go, first quarter, 10-7 in favor of Huntsville. They are looking for Lang, but they doubled her, and Carroll able to come away with the steal. Baseball pass to Hill, and she'll drop back to facilitate. Bird trapped. Good ball movement here by Huntsville. Carroll's got to get rid of it. It gets back to the point. Willis trying to body her way down. Fall away 2, it's long. And a rebound for Abigail Adams. Inside a minute to go. Ball stripped from behind, but it caroms for Brenham. Delia Richard dishes off. Prieto underneath. Layup no. Offensive rebound for Lang. It's out to 3. Adams front and back. Ball tipped into the air. Lang another offensive rebound, and the putback goes. Antiana Lang, her first points, the 2-sport athlete. And this is going to be over and back on Huntsville. Bird was falling out of bounds and tried to get it to Hill, flashing back towards the front court, but a turnover will give it back to the Cubettes. Just a 1-point game after a lengthy stretch where neither team could find the bottom of the basket. And no shot clock in high school hoops, so Brenham can easily hold for this final shot. Prieto in trouble, finds Adams. Adams trying to weave through traffic. Runner, front and back, no. Offensive rebound, Adams. Down to Lang, and now out. Myra Bird drills the 3. And Brenham on top with 8 seconds left. Hill's got to push it up into the front court. Hill trapped. They find Willis with a jab step, and they're going to say she traveled with it. But that's the quarter. Brenham with a 2-point lead after quarter number 1 here tonight in Brenham, Texas, as we step aside here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Back after this.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
Back here in Brenham, Texas, 12-10 Cubettes with the early 2-point tilt on the Lady Hornets here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Carlos Zimmermann with you on this Tuesday evening, our first road trip of 2026 on the Lady Hornets side. We're glad to have you with us this evening as I fill in for Stephanie Keele. Lady Hornets controlled most of that first quarter, but offensive rebounding proved critical towards the end of that first quarter for Brenham to give them the 2-point lead as we begin period number 2. Huntsville's also got to start hitting some shots. They can't get anything on the offensive front. Win, driving baseline, body bumped. That'll be on Hykera Williams. And that'll put Win at the free throw line for Huntsville. For Williams, that's her first. Free throw too strong there for Win. Now 1 for 3 at the stripe. Looking for the split trip. Can't get that one either, but it's an offensive rebound for Willis. Win thought about the 3. Backing up to the midline, and that'll Hill. She'll drive, pull up 2. Off to the right. Rebound for Willis. Her 2 won't go. Another offensive rebound for Huntsville, but it's stripped away by Pettis. Pettis lost it. Willis, good feed. It's Ledette's 2, too strong. And Win with the rebound. Hill driving right side, dishes it off Willis. Mid-range 2, back iron. Rebound for Pettis. Huntsville just not able to get the basket going right now. Lang goes up top. This is McWilliams. She'll step inside the circle and now dish it off Pettis. Ooh, man. Richard there. Tried. Oh, my goodness. What a sequence. Huntsville lucky to come away with the basketball and no points. Hill to tie, off the heel. It's tipped out, back to Hill. Huntsville in a massive drought right now. As Hill skips it, Ledette, 3 for the lead. There it is! After a near 4.5-minute drought for Huntsville dating back to the first quarter, Huntsville gets the lead back by 1. McWilliams nearly had it stolen. Finds Richard for a 3 to answer. That's going to be off of Lang and back to Huntsville. Kaylin Carroll returns. She's on for Posey. Huntsville now going to try and build some momentum behind that Ledette 3. For Ledette, she now sits with 4 points early on in this contest. 5:45 to go here in the second. Entry to Willis. Puts it on the deck. Trying to spin around the trouble. And it's going to probably force a tie-up here. Possession arrow favors Brenham. Physical ball game to start here this evening in Brenham. Substitution for the Cubettes, Abigail Adams, who had a great first quarter for the Cubettes. She's on for Carmen McWilliams. 5.5 to play, Huntsville by 1. Pettis, entry pass, doubled is Williams. Her 2 won't fall. Ball is tipped around into the hands of Lang. Fight for the basketball. It's off Brenham and back to Huntsville. Well, folks, for the first time this season, I'm going to need some help in the comments. We have a player that's out there on the floor for Huntsville that I didn't have on the roster, so if you can tell me who number 1 is on the floor, that would help. Kaylin Carroll in trouble on the block, trying to get it out. Forces a jump ball, stays with Huntsville. Again, if you could help us out in the comments, number 1, the name, please. Right into the lane to win. She's fouled and goes to the line. So Wynn back to the free throw line. 4:57 to go here in the second. As we hit 7 o'clock. Here in Brenham, Wynn's first free throw left it short. One more on the way for Oliviana Wynn. Splits the trip. Gets it out to a 2-point tilt. Pettis in the backcourt over the timeline, and a steal. Into the hands of Carroll, her second grab of the night. Hill into Wynn, spinning around, doubled and fouled. Sierra, thank you. Camia Glaze. Where's number 1 for Huntsville? Appreciate that, Sierra. Wynn back to the free throw line. She has made a home there at the free throw line and knocks down her first. Trying to have a perfect trip, and does. That makes it a 2-possession game for the first time tonight. Pettis lost the basketball. Finds Richard, driving to the right elbow, back into the hands of Pettis. Pulls a straightaway 3 and drills it. That'll stop some of the momentum for Huntsville. We're back to a 1-point game. 4:20 to play here in the second. Wynn trying to get some space, just lobs it up and can't get it to go. And the rebound for Pettis. Didn't quite have the angle, did Livy there. Inside to Lang, falling away, can't get it to go. That's off of Ledette. No, they're going to say that is off of Brenham. Huntsville will take that. Halfway through quarter number 2. It's Ledette, left alone. Don't want to do that, but she left that one short. Towing the baseline there is Adams on the rebound. Adams turned away, out to Pettis. Now back to Adams, quick pass, Lang on the block. Back out to Adams, she'll step inside, lost it. Carroll, another grab. Hill blows by everybody and lays it in. Showing that speed there, Jaslyn Hill. Her first points of the night. And a 3-point lead for the Lady Hornets. Into Lang. Fouled. And that'll be on Carroll. That's her second. First foul on Huntsville here in quarter number 2, and that will put Antiana Lang at the line. Defensive battle so far with 3:04 to play here in the second. First trip to the free throw line for Brenham here in this quarter. Lang's first free throw is pure. Two subs for Huntsville brings Raya Willis and LaKayla Bird in. They are on for Camia Glaze and Kaylin Carroll. One more free throw here for Lang after knocking down the first. Lang gets them both. Make it a 1-point game once again. Huntsville at 3-0 in the district. Brenham sitting at 0-2 as Huntsville breaks the press with Willis. Traveled with it. I want to remind you this season of Lady Hornet basketball is brought to you by Nelson Propane, your hometown propane provider. And brought to you by Mid-South Fiber Internet, local fiber internet you can trust. Huntsville, if you're just tuning in, leads by 1. Tipped by Wynn, but it caroms out for Adams. Adams, entry, Williams lost it, and a foul going the other way. That'll be on Delia Richard. She's picked up her second. Team foul number 4 on Brenham. One more foul will put Huntsville in the bonus. Jaslyn Hill's done a great job managing that double that's hit her. Ledette thought about the 3, pulls it back. Skips it to Hill. Surveys. Skip to Bird. 2:06 to play in the second. Huntsville by 1. Wynn trapped for a moment. Huntsville moves it around to Ledette. Now to Hill in the corner. Thought about the 3. Finds Ledette driving. Fall away 2 off the glass, no. And the rebound for Adams. Brenham a chance to get the lead back. And instead it's turned over back to Hill. Hill bounce to Willis, left alone. Lays it in. And a timeout called by Brad Evans. Minute 33 left to go in the second, and Huntsville extends the lead back out by 3. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Lady Hornet basketball also is brought to you by Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals, and also by AB Squared Self-Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility, and by Wiesner of Huntsville. They're the home of the bottom line. So 20-17 lead for the Lady Hornets as they will return to the floor with Ledette, Hill, LaKayla Bird, and Oliviana Wynn and Raya Willis. For Brenham, it's Abigail Adams, Delia Richard, along with Janiyah Mathis, seeing her first action here in the second quarter after she went out of the first quarter with 2 fouls. Also joining them, Sandra Prieto and Hykera Williams. It's Richard looking for an option, trying to get it back to the point for Adams. Huntsville with that great man-to-man defense. It's a 3 for Mathis. Rattled it in. Wow. Thought for a second it was too strong, but now we're level at 20. Hill, that's a long 3 to answer off the heel. Bird saved it. Got it to Willis, now into Ledette underneath the basket. Back out to Hill. Swings it to Ledette. Beautiful find and a beautiful finish, and she's fouled and one. .48 ticks left in the second, and that foul will be charged on Sandra Prieto. That's her first. That puts Huntsville in the bonus at 5 fouls for Brenham, and Ledette looking to finish the 3-point play, which she does. Inside a minute. Mathis thought about another 3 to tie. Instead, Brenham will work the half-court offense. Adams calling for a screen, but no one coming to help. Now she'll get the screen. Into the corner, Prieto looking for an option. Inside 30 seconds. Huntsville by 3. Adams to Richard. To Mathis. Catch and shoot 3 off the heel. That will be off of Prieto and back to Huntsville. 19 seconds left in the second. Huntsville trying to get up by 2 possessions. before heading to the halftime break. Coming up on the Wiesner-Huntsville Halftime Report, we'll bring you analysis of this first half. A look over at the boys' game once they begin. And a look around the district and who was in action here this evening. 10 seconds. 7 now for Hill. Hill going to work. Driving to the right side and kicks it out. Bird, long range three, shorted it. And the rebound for Williams, and that's how this defensive first half comes to an end, but it has your Lady Hornets in front by 3 so far tonight through the first 16 minutes. Wiesner of Huntsville Halftime Report is on your way next on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Are you looking for a great deal? Do you like saving money? Well, here at Wiesner Chevy in Huntsville, you can get a great deal and save thousands of dollars on your new Chevy. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Chevrolet in Huntsville. Come get a brand new 2025 Chevy 1500 Crew Cab starting at only $39,995 after rebate. Or take up to $15,000 off a brand new 2025 Chevy Corvette Z06. And if you like low interest rates, you won't get lower than 0%. And we have that on almost everything on the lot. Don't miss out on saving thousands of dollars with these great deals. Only here at Wiesner Chevrolet in Huntsville or online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Don't let a bad connection slow you down. Make the switch to Mid-South Fiber Internet and enjoy speeds you can count on with 24/7 support and repair, free data protection, and an app to control devices. Mid-South Fiber's local service is here to keep you connected. Don't miss out. Sign up today at midsouthfiber.com. Bolder, faster, fiber.
For over 40 years, Nelson Propane Gas has fueled the success of business and homes across East Texas. Restaurants, warehouses, farms, manufacturers, and homeowners get reliable propane solutions that keep them running strong. Our local team understands the unique needs of commercial and residential customers, and we back every delivery with dependable service and safety you can trust. Call Nelson Propane at 800-234-9052 or visit nelsonpropane.com. Nelson Propane, your hometown propane provider.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Ready for a new ride? Then head to Bill Fink Ford in Huntsville and take advantage of huge savings during their year-end sales event. That's right, all remaining 24 models in stock have got to go, including everything from the rugged 2024 Ford F-Series trucks to the spacious 2024 Ford SUVs. Hurry in for the best selection and a no-bull deal today. Bill Fink Ford, straight talk, great deals. Shop online 24/7 at BillFinkFordHuntsville.com.
Country music is different than other music genres. Our artists sing about family, friendship, the ups and downs of this old world, and living this life. Country music tells the story of us. 101.7 KSAM is your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. And you can have this hometown connection right there on your smartphone with the all-new KSAM mobile app. It's in your iPhone and Android app store right now. And we also have direct links on our website, KSAM1017.com.
Welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Brenham High School on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network and the Wiesner of Huntsville Halftime Report, as your Lady Hornets currently have a 3-point lead here against the Brenham Cubettes. As we look back at that first half, it was pretty much a lot of defense, to say the least, as Huntsville handled the pressure rather well, but we'll look to try and adjust some things here in the second half as Brenham had their way with the 3-ball. That was really the big benefactor for them in the first half against Huntsville, being able to hit some threes there with Janiyah Mathis. She leads Brenham right now with 8 points. For Huntsville, it's been the tandem of Raya Willis and Onaya Ledette. Ledette, who we didn't even talk about in the pregame, has been stepping up tonight in a starting role this season for her. And then Raya Willis, that great defensive prowess she shows, and she's showing she can do it with the offense as well with her 8 points on a couple putbacks and some nice easy layups for her. Liviana Wynn right behind them with 6 points. Hill currently sitting with 2 points, and that is the entirety of the scoring so far here this evening for Huntsville. So Huntsville will look to make some of those adjustments coming up here in half number 2 against Brenham, and this district contest where both of these teams, of course, fighting hard for one of those 4 coveted playoff spots. Huntsville at 3-0, currently in the catbird seat at the number 1 spot. Brenham currently 0-2, trying to scrap and claw for their first district win of the season. So we'll see how it pans out coming up here in the second half as we close in on the end of halftime. You see up in the upper top part of your screen the current score, which I'm actually about to update here, and it is Huntsville down by 1 right now against Brenham on the boys' side. John Clendenin has the call at Huntsville High School at this moment as they work their way through quarter number 1, and Huntsville just took the lead on a big 3. So Huntsville now out in front by 2. So we'll keep an eye on that ball game throughout, and then once we come off the air here, we'll send you over to John Clendenin over at Paul Bowen Gym at Huntsville High School. So that is your Wiesner of Huntsville halftime report. When we come back, second half action, Huntsville by 3 against the Brenham Cubettes here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
For 5 generations, Nelson Propane has been keeping East Texas warm and working. Commercial or residential, we deliver reliable propane service with old-fashioned values and modern convenience. With 13 full-service locations and 24/7 emergency support, we're always here when you need us. Experience exceptional service. Call 800-234-9052 or visit nelsonpropane.com.
When it comes to internet, you want speed, safety, and simplicity. Luckily, Mid-South Fiber delivers. Keep your data secure with built-in firewall protection, set guest networks, and manage everything from screen time to device priority with the Mid-South Fiber app. It's internet that works for every room, every family member, and every business. Make the smart move for your home or business. Switch to Mid-South Fiber today. Visit midsouthfiber.com to get started.
I'm Kobe Lovell, 2020 World Champion header, 7-time NFR qualifier.
I'm Ricky Canton, 15-time NFR qualifier, and currently hold the world's record in the calf rovement.
I'm Cody Johnson. I'm a platinum recording country music artist, cowboy team roper.
And I'm No Bull Bill, and I sell trucks. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Well, at least I sell them to the cool people.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Brenham High School as we bring you this district contest here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. It's Huntsville by 3. It'll be Brenham basketball coming here into the third quarter of play. Huntsville trying to hang tough against a very, very defensive strong Brenham team. Saw that a lot in the first 2 quarters. Huntsville over the next 16 trying to do what they do best to come away with their 4th district win of the season. A lob into Lang, and we're back underway. Looking for the entry, and we got a travel called on Brenham. So Huntsville will get the basketball after 9 seconds of the opening possession for Brenham. Ledette weaving through traffic, had a great first half. We find Wynn, thought about the pull-up 3. Brenham wants a travel with that gather step, but they don't get it. Ledette a skip back to Wynn. Now to Willis, the leading scorer for Huntsville. Had it stripped, but Wynn runs it down, now lost it out of bounds. They say last touch by Brenham. Back in the hands of Hill off the pass from Wynn. Pull up 2, and the shot creator drills it. Good start for Huntsville here in the third. They got to fix the scoreboard. They'll fix it in a minute. And a near turnover as Mathis walked with it. Brenham's frustrated because it looked like she kept her pivot foot. Yeah, a couple of questionable calls on the last 2 possessions. But Huntsville will catch a break. They hang on to the 5-point lead. 1 minute elapsed here in the third. Hill driving. Forced to retreat. Squeezes it into Willis and a foul. Foul will be on Antiana Lang. That's Lang's second. First foul on Brenham here in the third. Hill tried to throw it into the lane for a flashing win, but it's turned over. Adams trying to go coast to coast with a Euro step, draws a foul. Call it a blocking foul on the floor. They're going to say that's on Onaya Ledette, and Ledette's picked up her first. Team foul number 1, they say it's in the act of shooting. So Abigail Adams will go to the free throw line. Adams with 4 points. And her first free throw halfway down and out. Doesn't appear to be any substitutions on the floor as they roll with the starting 5 on both sides. And the second free throw for Adams drops in. 4-point game. Ledette trying to bounce and weave her way through everybody. Had it blocked from behind. Karam's right to Bird. Who works it back out to the point for Hill. Now back to Bird. Left alone, and her 3 on the way. Short. Offensive rebound for Oliviana Wynn. Give it back to the point for Hill. 6:15 to go, third quarter. Huntsville by 4. Hill going to work. Finds Wynn on a step back. Trapped in the corner, now back to the point. Hill trying to weave through traffic, spins out of a jump ball. Lobs it into Ledette, pumps. Low pass to Willis as Huntsville with great ball movement. Can they finish the possession? No, can't get the shot, did Willis. And the rebound for Lang. 8 up, nearly a minute of time. They leave Mathis alone for a 3, well long. And back to Huntsville. Mathis was hitting early in the first and second quarter with 3s, but tried to see if she could get a heat check after being left wide open. Hill trying to push the issue. It's a bounce to Wynn, spinning around, and she's fouled. 2 shots coming up for Livy. Wynn third on the team in scoring right now with 6 points as Antiana Lang has picked up her 3rd foul. Wynn to the free throw line. Can't get the first. Sandra Prieto will come back in. She's on for Lang. It's doubtful we see Lang the rest of this third quarter. Wynn splits the trip. Lead out to its biggest for Huntsville. It's been that tight of a contest. Mathis had it stripped by Jaslyn Hill. And lost it. Trying to pass it off, and it will go back to Brenham. Brenham breaks the press. Mathis driving. Layup too strong. Off the hands of Huntsville's Bird, and it will stay with Brenham. 5:04 to go in the third. Huntsville by 5 as Kaylin Carroll will come on for Jaslyn Hill. So you got to expect now either Ledet or Bird will be controlling at the point with the senior leader off the floor. Try to get it into Williams, and Wynn picks it up off the deck. Willis flashing to the rack. Layup short, and the rebound for Williams. Adams. Willis with a swipe, nothing there though. Mathis will work it around the perimeter. Adams nearly had it stripped and did have it stripped. Kaylin Carroll with a swipe, or rather Ledet with a swipe, I should say. But it's turned right back over to Brenham. We stay at a 5-point tilt. 4.5 to play. Prieto looking for her first points. Layup is short, got it back, puts it up and foul. .423 and Huntsville still controlling here by 5. Prieto's first free throw rattles in. A bevy of substitutions here for Brenham. Jalea Pettis, Amira Bird, and Carmen McWilliams on for Brad Evans' squad. Prieto looking for a perfect trip at the line and does not. So that one just fell off the iron. 4-point game. And baseball pass there from Wynn, a touch too strong to Bird, and it will go back to the Cubettes. This is starting to look a lot like that matchup that John Clendenin had for y'all back before Christmas. Turnover in the backcourt, and Willis makes them pay. Pettis in trouble. Got it up ahead, McWilliams. Huntsville trying to get back. Prieto throws it to nobody. Turnover back to the Lady Hornets. In the lead, the biggest it's been here this evening. As I was to my point before Willis had that turnover, that was such a tight contest between Huntsville and College Station as Ledet starts to extend the lead. Huntsville starting to find their mojo here in Brenham. And McWilliams fouled from behind. It's on LaKayla Bird. That's Bird's second. Team foul number 3 on Huntsville, and now Brad Evans will go 3 for 3 again on substitutions, bringing Adams, Delia Richard, and Janiyah Mathis back in. Wynn with good defense to knock it away. Two subs for the Lady Hornets. As Ja'Cory Posey and Jaslyn Hill come on for Kaylin Carroll and Oliviana Wynn. Adams to Prieto, back to Adams. 3.5 to play in the third. Huntsville leading by 8. Brenham in a drought right now, and I think they called 3 seconds. Things just not turning the way of Brenham right now. Huntsville with an opportunity to get it to double figures for the first time in this ball game. Ledet pushing it to Willis. Willis fouled by Prieto. And Prieto down in some discomfort. They'll hop right back up. Brenham wants an offensive foul. They're not going to get it. That foul for Prieto, that's her second. That will bring McWilliams back in. Hill to inbound. Entry to Willis. Picks it back out. Ledet. Oh, tried to get it to Bird, but it still made its way to her despite being tipped by Adams. Back at the point, Ledet. Kicks it out. Hill to extend the frame. No. It's off the heel and a long rebound for Adams, but had it stripped. And Ledet travels. Back and forth we go. Huntsville still maintaining the 8-point lead. 2:53 to go in the third. Adams looking for an inbound. Don't have many options. Got it to McWilliams near a backcourt. Get it to Mathis. Mathis spinning around, trying to end the drought. Does not. Double bounce off the iron. Ledet, coast to coast. Counted and one, Onaya Ledet. Ten-point lead for Huntsville. Bird exits, Wynn enters. And Ledet to complete the three-point play. Ledet having a great game, 11 points to lead Huntsville. And a perfect three-point play and an 11-point lead for the Lady Hornets. McWilliams, great way there, Chakori Posey to get back. Huntsville getting it on all fronts right now. Adams, it's into Williams. Layup, she's fouled. Can't get the finish, but she'll go to the line. 2:27 to go in the third. And Kara Williams will go to the line, hunting her first points. Williams bends the knees, first free throw. It's long to the left. Trying to split the trip is Williams. Does not. It's off the heel. Offensive rebound, Richard, and she's fouled. Count the basket. Trying to see who they charge the foul to. It's the Libby Wynn, her first. And that's team foul number 5 on Huntsville, putting Brenham in the bonus. Next foul for Brenham will mean free throws for Huntsville. Richard will finish the three-point play, and we go tick for tack. Back to an 8-point game, and Hill double-teamed. We find Willis straight away from the basket. Now Ja'Cory Posey thought about rising for the three. Hill did try to do the same thing. Pulls up free throw line, instead won't go. And the rebound caroms out to Thalia Richard. Brenham a chance to cut back into the lead. 2 minutes to go. Third quarter, and Adams a little out of control, but draws the contact. I believe that is going to give Jaslyn Hill her first foul, and team foul number 6. To the free throw line, Abigail Adams to try and cut into the deficit. Does not on the first. Second free throw for Adams, got that one to go. 7-point game. Just a touch inside 2 minutes. Posey with a lane, looking for her first points. They got the roll, Chakori Posey. Back to a 9-point game. Willis with a near steal, and the clock never started. So a chance for Brenham here to reset. Huntsville had that partially tipped, but it got into the hands of Adams. Adams a feed, Williams the layup. Back to a 7-point game. Willis swinging it low, now driving, her layup short. Fight for the basketball, and Brenham able to tie it up, and it will stay. It'll stay with Huntsville. Kaylin Carroll returns. She's on for Posey. Hang on, no. Possession arrow Yeah, there we go. And it is black ball. Hill will be the one to inbound. Possession arrow favoring the green and white. It's to win in the lane. Had it stripped, though. Myra Bird with the steal. Tried to save it. Wow, what a save for Richard. Myra Bird draws foul. It's on the floor, but it will be free throws as Huntsville has put Brenham in the bonus as Kaylin Carroll is called for her third personal foul. And Amira Bird looking to add to her tally tonight with 3 points and knocks down the free throw. And we are back to a 6-point game. Huntsville was able to get it out to 11 a short time ago, but Brenham trying to cut it in half with this free throw. And Bird does. A 5-point game, a minute 25 left to go in the third frame. Hill, some good footwork, trying to get it across, and splits by the double. Lobs it. Carroll, great patience. Can't finish the layup, though. Offensive rebound, Ledette. To skip to Willis. Wynn looked up, thought about the three. They'll go to the point. 1 minute to go, third quarter. Huntsville by 5. Willis. It's a big skip to Hill. Sets her feet. 3 on the way. Off the heel, too strong. Rebound for Bird. Brenham can cut more into the deficit now. Adams trying to go the whole distance. Oh, they'll call the foul on Raya Willis. Huntsville will call a timeout. 44.3 remaining in the third. Free throws coming up for Brenham as Brenham starting to claw their way back after being down by as much as 11 here in the third. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it out here. Remind you the season of Lady Hornet basketball is brought to you by Nelson Propane, your hometown propane provider. Also brought to you in part by Mid-South Fiber Internet, local fiber internet you can trust, and as well as Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals, and also by AB Squared Self-Storage, your local go-to self-storage facility, and by Wiesner of Huntsville, home of the bottom line. Big thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. Can't do what we do without our great sponsors, as well as our friends at Huntsville ISD and Huntsville Hornet Athletics. We appreciate y'all's support in what we do for Huntsville Hornet Athletics. An update, as you see in the top corner of your screen from Huntsville. The boys leading Brenham right now by 9 as Huntsville won their district opener on Friday over College Station and trying to keep that going with a win over Brenham tonight. 35-30 here in Brenham as the first free throw rims off for Adams. Second free throw drops in. We've got a 4-point game. Wynn with 39 seconds, spinning around. Dishes it off to Willis. Brenham wants another travel, and they're not going to get it. Willis is in some dire straits. Gets it away to Hill. Now to Carroll on the far side. 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Hill trying to create some space. It's a bounce to Willis. Now back to Hill. Hill's going to back it out, try and eat up the rest of the quarter. 12 seconds. Hill blowing by Richard. Pulls up for 2. It's short. It is going to be last touch by Brenham. Off the hands of Adams. 8.6 remaining in the third. Huntsville looking to lob it in. They've had some trouble on the baseline out of bounds plays here tonight. It's out to Ledette, down to the corner for Hill. 5 seconds here for Jaslyn Hill. 4 seconds now. Hill going to work. In trouble, got to put it up, and couldn't ever get it off. And that's how the third quarter comes to an end, but it still sees Huntsville by 4 as we get ready for the fourth and final quarter of play here tonight in Brenham. Got a great finish coming for you from the heart of Washington County. Back after this on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Don't let a bad connection slow you down. Make the switch to Mid-South Fiber Internet and enjoy speeds you can count on with 24/7 support and repair, free data protection, and an app to control devices. Mid-South Fiber's local service is here to keep you connected. Don't miss out. Sign up today at midsouthfiber.com. Bolder, faster, fiber.
Find us on social media on both Facebook and X at KSAM-1017. Also be sure to subscribe to the 101.7 KSAM YouTube channel so you don't miss out on anything going on with your hometown radio station.
Welcome you back to Brenham, where Huntsville hanging on to a 4-point lead after having as much as an 11-point lead in the third period, and will look to try and keep it that way to stay perfect here in district play. Brenham searching for their first district win here in 2026. Carlos Zimmermann with you on this Tuesday night. As Brenham looking for an inbound, they get it in here to Antiana Lang, who's playing with 3 fouls. Adams trying to create some space, dishes it off to Lang in the paint. Shot won't go, got it back, but it caromed right to Mathis. And the lead is 2. Ledette, who's had a great night for Huntsville with 12 points. They get it into Willis. Willis, body bumped. Who are they going to whistle this one on? It is going to be on Janiyah Mathis. Mathis has now picked up her third, and so the 2 bigs for Brenham in foul trouble with 3 each. Inbound to Win. To Ledette. Right wing 3, shorted it. Might not be the shot LaToya Bennett wanted. Adams the other way, trying to draw contact in the lane. Layup too long with it. That would have tied it. Willis the other way. That one extends the lead. Willis now with 12 to join Ledette. And Brenham's going to turn it over. 7:01 left in the game, and Huntsville gets a layup on a fast break from Willis. And then a backcourt turnover for the Cubettes. Ledette left alone for a moment. Entry to Win. Win splits the double and foul. And that's going to be on Janiyah Mathis. That's her 4th. That puts Oliviana Wynn back at the free throw line. Wynn bends the knees, first free throw, can't get the roll. Quick update at the half, as you see in the upper right part of your screen. Hornet boys leading Brenham at the halftime break, 30-20. John Clendenin has the call from Paul Bowman. Jim will send you over to him at the conclusion of our broadcast, as Wynn trying to split the trip and does. Back to a 5-point game. And it's going to be a travel as Richard walked with it, trying to break the press. So another turnover for Brenham gives Huntsville an opportunity to get the lead further out. They've led by as much as 11 in this contest. Ledette looked up at the basket, instead thinks better of it and dishes it off. It's Bird left alone. Big 3 on the way, short. And after all that, it goes back to Huntsville. Willis is left alone, and the layup goes. You gotta wonder here. If you're Brad Evans, do you call timeout? They're gonna say she steps on the sideline. Did Abigail Adams. That's gonna draw the ire of the Brenham faithful. Instead, that's 3 straight turnovers for the Cubettes. Libby on a win. Trying to weave through. They left Bird alone again, but instead Huntsville just trying to eat up some time. 6:04 to go in the game, and they lead by 7. Hill driving. Shot off to the right. Karams around to Williams, and now a foul. That will be charged to Huntsville. Oliviana Wynn's called for her second. Brenham 3 turnovers to start this final period. That's resulted in 6 points for the Lady Hornets. That's going to be off of the foot of Huntsville, and it gets into their direction. Bird, a pull-up 2, well short. Rebound Adams. 4 turnovers for Brenham. Adams somehow kept her dribble. They say she doubled. Make it 5 turnovers. Carmen McWilliams comes on for Brenham. She's on for Dalia Richard. Hill with it. Trying to create some space. Finds Ledet, and now a lob to Willis here on the near side. Back out to Bird. 5:19 to go. Hill thought about the 3. Bird will take the 3. Front and back. Rebound McWilliams. Brenham's turned it over on the last 5 possessions as Wynn pokes it from behind. Out of bounds, stays with Brenham as Kaylin Carroll will come on for Ledet. Willis leading the Lady Hornets with 14 points. Ledet right behind her with 12. Willis fighting for the ball on the inbound. It will stay with Brenham. 5:08 to go in the game. Huntsville by 7. You know, we talked about it on social media today. This is a rivalry that dates back decades for both of these programs on pretty much every end. Football, basketball, baseball. They're going to call a foul right there. That one might be just to appease the folks down in front of us. That is on Michaela Bird, her 3rd. Adams looking for an inbound. Been a while since Brenham's been down here in their front court. It's a quick lob to Antiana Lang, and she finishes. Back to a 5-point tilt. Carroll thought about the 3 instead. They'll go back to the point for Hill, trying to work that interior game as the last few threes have not fallen for Huntsville. Bird is doubled, or rather Wynn is doubled, and it's going to be a turnover and a foul on Hill. Hill's picked up her second. That's team foul number 3 on Huntsville. Also in action tonight, Lady Hornet Soccer taking on New Caney, and they are up 1-0 on the Lady Eagles here at their halftime break as we have a turnover here on Brenham. That's 6 turnovers in the period. Willis having a great night, and it keeps going. 16 points for the junior. More known for her defense, but showing the offense tonight as that'll be kicked from behind and off of Antiana Lang's leg and back to Huntsville. 7 turnovers. Or make that note, that's 8 turnovers for Brenham, and we haven't hit the halfway mark of the quarter. Seven-point lead for the Lady Hornets here in the 4th. Hill, free throw line jumper, got it! Timeout, Brenham, it's a full. Huntsville starting to roll here at the halfway point of the 4th, a full timeout, so let's take it with them. A message from our presenting sponsor, Nelson Propane, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
For 5 generations, Nelson Propane has been keeping East Texas warm and working. Commercial or residential, we deliver reliable propane service with old-fashioned values and modern convenience. With 13 full-service locations and 24/7 emergency support, we're always here when you need us. Experience exceptional service. Call 800-234-9052 or visit nelsonpropane.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Brenham High School, where Huntsville is enjoying a 9-point lead here halfway through this 4th quarter. Carlos Zimmermann with you on this Tuesday evening in Cub Country. Coming up on the Wiesner of Huntsville postgame wrap-up, we'll bring you some stats and analysis of this contest tonight as Huntsville on track to get to 4-0 in district play with 8 games still yet in front of them. We'll also talk with head coach LaToya Bennett. And your player of the game tonight, we'll try to get Raya Willis up here to chat with us. A great 16-point affair and still looking for more. Look at that defense right there from Willis, forcing another turnover of the Cubettes, but it'll be unfortunately all for naught as it's out of bounds back to Brenham. If you're Brenham right now, you've got to find a way to come with points on this possession, or this could just start to be your team running out of time to get on the scoreboard as Prieto pushes it across the timeline, trying to go coast to coast. Dumps it inside Williams. Oh, they'll call the foul. That's on Onaya Ledette, and Ledette's picked up her third. That's the fourth. That's the fourth foul on Huntsville. And they say it's on the floor. Mathis, 3 in the corner. Brenham needs it, but they don't get it. Prieto saved it. Wow. Richard in trouble. Found a wide open Mathis. Her layup won't go. Carroll fighting for the jump ball. Jump ball was called. Possession arrow favors Brenham. As Ja'Cory Posey will exit, Oliviano Wynn comes back in. 3:40 to go in the game. As our officials try to sort everything out. Inbound incoming. Get it out to Richard. Driving into the lane, attacking, banks it in. Ends a little mini drought there for Brenham. Make it a 7-point game as they are trying to hunt a turnover here. Willis in the corner. It's been her night, but she leaves it short. Gets it back, but lost it ultimately. Richard with it for the Cubettes. Pettis. Try to get it out to Prieto, and Wynn steals it. Wynn, a Euro step, trying to pass it to Willis, but Pettis intercepts. Inside 3 minutes to go. Brenham starting to run out of time. And Brad Evans shows his frustration. Calls a full timeout. So why don't we take a quick break, catch our breath, and we got a good finish still on the way here in Brenham on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
AB Squared Self-Storage is your local go-to self-storage facility that can help give you the extra space you need, big or small. From non-climate and climate-controlled storage to parking spaces for your car, boat, trailer, and RV, they have it all. AB Squared Self-Storage has 24-hour computerized gate access, around-the-clock security camera monitoring, no long-term lease commitment, and convenient payment options. Give them a call today at 936-755-5000 or reserve your space online at www.ab2selfstorage.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Brenham High School, where Huntsville enjoying a 44-37 lead over the Brenham Cubettes. We're inside 3 minutes to play. As it'll be Brenham basketball out of the timeout, trying to cut into the deficit. Brenham got it close as 1 here at the start of the fourth quarter, but 9 costly turnovers, and they're going to call a technical foul on Huntsville? Not sure what for. I don't know if, well, either way, that's what the call is. And it'll be free throws here for Brenham, and they will still have the basketball. First free throw around and out. Janiah Mathis taking the free throws. Huntsville again called for the technical. Brenham trying to get it at least down to 6, which they do. And they do have the basketball. With 2:55 left to play in what has been a hotly contested ball game. Antiana Lang returns for Brenham, as well as Janiah Mathis, who's playing with 4 fouls. One more, and she's done. Lang sitting with 3 fouls. They're trying to sort things out at the scorer's table. Looks like we're good to go now. As you may have heard from the crowd, Brenham in the bonus. They will shoot the remainder of this game. Lang driving, fouled. Not quite. They're going to get Onaya Ledette for it. That is her 4th. So now she's in foul trouble. Kaylin Carroll's got 3. They do have some fresh legs on the bench if needed, as Lang's first free throws in and out. Free throws showing their head here in the waning stages of this ball game, where the pace has slowed down considerably. Lang trying to at least split the trip and get it to a 5-point game. And does. Substitution will lift Ledette, bring in Bird. Five-point game. Hill with it. Tried to throw it to Bird. Willis runs it down and is fouled. Actually, I think they're going to get the foul here on Williams. Drawn by Willis. Williams, her 2nd, the team's 3rd. Bird looking, or rather Willis looking, and get it over to Hill. Scoreboard not correct, but they'll get it righted. Hill looking for an option. A big skip to Willis, in to win. Bounces it to Carroll, but works it back out. 2.5 to play. And Hill traveled. And it should be 44-39 on the scoreboard. It's an inbound to Mathis. Driving to the baseline, turned away, and out of bounds. Last touch by Huntsville. Again, there it is. Now they get it right. 44-39 is your score. In the paint, Lang doubled, banked it in. We got a 3-point game. Hill trying to push. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow, Huntsville. Ooh, baby. It's starting to get interesting here in the heart of the Washington County. The birthplace of Texas. Showing a great matchup tonight in District 17 5A. It's in to win. Spinning around. Layup. Got it! 46-41. Oliviana Wynn with a big layup. Brenham to answer. No shot, but it's foul. Mathis to the line. The foul's on Livy. It's her 3rd. Mathis trying to knock down these 2 as we now have Our resource officers out here on the floor, and that's what's brought us to a stoppage. And our officials now having a discussion here at center court. So I believe the officers are asking some of the Huntsville fans to vacate the arena, it looks like. Most of the Huntsville fans here are parents of the varsity team and the junior varsity team that played before us. So that's what's brought us to a stoppage here with 1:54 left to go in the fourth. Wow, they're asking all the Huntsville fans to go. And I don't understand this. Because, I mean, we've had chirping on both sides tonight. So, don't understand it, but we will play on here in a moment once they get this all sorted out. One of our officials talking with the Huntsville bench. We got a 5-point game here, and you hate to see this because this has been such a fun ball game tonight, where it's been back and forth, and now it results in technical free throws once again for Brenham. Janiah Mathis to take them. She split the technicals last time and misses the first. One more free throw for Mathis, trying to split this trip as well, get it down to 4. She does. And now one more. Oh, they called double technicals. Thank you, Heather. So this is massive right here if you think about this, as Mathis rattles in. Well, that's right, because she was fouled. Right, she was fouled going in, so these are her 4 free throws. Trying to go 3 for 4 at the free throw line. It would make it a 2-point game if she does, and she will. Wow. (46-45). And now Brenham to tie it. She does. 46-46. After a 5 for 6 trip at the line for Janiah Mathis. 1:40 left to go in the game. It's Wynn. Thought about the 3, instead kicks it back out. Now it's back to Wynn. She'll drive into the lane. Blocking foul is called. It's on the floor. That's the last foul to give for Brenham. She drove it on Tiana Lang, who's drawn her 4th foul. 1:35 left to go. Hill looking. It's out to Ledette. From the elbow, off to the left. Ball right to Willis, who's had a great night, and she's fouled. Now she'll go to the line for 2 big ones. And the foul is on Janiah Mathis, and that'll be her game tonight as she's fouled out. But she's the reason that Brenham's back into this ball game at the free throw line. But now Willis a chance to counter. First free throw on the way. Got the bounce. Huntsville back in front by 1 on Willis's big-time free throw. One more for Raya Willis. She got them both. 2-point game. And Brenham turns it over. Back to Willis on the baseline. Backs it out with 1:20. And now the ball's on the deck. Wynn picks it up. Jump ball's called. Possession arrow will favor Brenham. No, they called the foul. They overturned it. They called the foul. It's on Abigail Adams, who picks up her first. That's going to put Oliviana Wynn at the free throw line. Minute 18 left in this exciting ball game that's had just about everything you can imagine. Oliviana Wynn to the free throw line to try and make this a two-possession game. She's had a tough night at the line, and that shows there as it's the front iron. Wynn will at least try to make this a three-point game. Uses Willis to dry her hands off. Try to force Brenham's hand here with this free throw. Can't get the bounce, but it carried right to Ledette. She can't finish either. Ball is bounced around to Bird. To Win on the near side. 2-point game. 1:05 left to go here in the heart of Washington County. Willis driving, bump from behind, layup, can't go. A foul? They're going to call a foul on Huntsville for the push. Who do they get for it? I think it's Onaya. No, they're going to say it's on Brenham. They called the foul on Brenham. I'm not sure who they called the foul on. It's going to be on Hykera Williams, her third. So Huntsville catches a break, 55.9. And Ledette at the line for free throws, drops the first one in. It's a 3-point lead. And one more for Onaya Ledette. Try to make this a two-possession game. Ledette's second free throw. Got them both. Clutch in the waning moments of this district matchup. Timeout taken by Brenham. A full timeout, so let's take it with them. 4-point lead for the Lady Hornets. 55 ticks remaining in this one. Back to Brenham after this.
For over 40 years, Nelson Propane Gas has fueled the success of business and homes across East Texas. Restaurants, warehouses, farms, manufacturers, and homeowners get reliable propane solutions that keep them running strong. Our local team understands the unique needs of commercial and residential customers, and we back every delivery with dependable service and safety you can trust. Call Nelson Propane at 800-234-9052 or visit nelsonpropane.com. Nelson Propane, your hometown propane provider.
Welcome you back here to Brenham High School on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, where we got a 4-point game here in the fourth. Huntsville back and forth with the Cubettes here in this fourth and final quarter. You're just tuning in. We've had ejections on both sides. All of Huntsville's side was asked to leave. Not sure why, but either way, we play on where the free throw game has proved critical here down the stretch. Wynn looking for the steal, and they do get it, does Huntsville. Wynn's left alone, spinning around in the paint. Layup goes for Oliviana Wynn. Blocking foul called on Jaslyn Hill. 43.8 remaining, Huntsville by 6, but Brenham to the line. (52-46). 43.8 remaining in the game, and Abigail Adams at the line. First free throw, too strong. One more coming up for Adams to try and cut the lead to 5. And she does. 43.8 remaining. Huntsville trying to dribble out the rest of this clock and come away with another district win. Layup too short there from Ledette. Brenham's got it with Adams, and they have numbers. Adams behind the back, and the runner too strong with it. Bird the rebound. 25 seconds. Hill trying to blow by everybody. It's a lob to Ledette underneath the basket. She's in trouble, gets it out to Win. 17 seconds. Brenham's running out of time. Trying to draw the contact. There is the foul. And that'll be the end of the night for Antiana Lang as she fouls out. Shot did not count. 12.4 remaining. As Sandra Prieto returns. And Oliviana Wynn to the line. 12-point ball game for her. Looking for more. Wynn bouncing it here, trying to keep this out of reach for Brenham as the free throw goes for Livy. And one more free throw for Oliviana Wynn. Huntsville 12 seconds away from getting to 4-0 in district play. Second free throw for Oliviana Wynn. Can't get the bounce. Prieto the rebound. Richard with it. 7 seconds left. Adams will lay it up. That won't go. Ball batted around. Huntsville's got it. And the win in tow back up Highway 30. They knock off Brenham tonight 53-47. Here in the heart of the Washington County on the shores of the Brazos, as what a win tonight for Huntsville. They improved to 4-0. In District 17 5A play, Brenham, they fall to 0-3 in district play. As we step aside, Wiesner of Huntsville post-game wrap-up will be coming your way shortly. We'll see if we can get a word with Ryan Willis and head coach LaToya Bennett coming your way after this on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. We welcome you to the Wiesner of Huntsville post-game wrap-up here with head coach LaToya Bennett. Coach, a hard-fought ball game tonight from your girls. You got production on all ends of the floor, and despite all the chippiness, came away with a big 6-point win on the road. How'd you do it?
Well, I tell you, it was trying to stay composed there at the end, especially with so much chaos going on as far as the bench and the refs and the fans behind us. I said it early on. Anytime we come to Brenham, it is a tough, hard-fought battle, even in the years when I played ball. So I knew it would be like this coming over here. I'm just glad that the girls were able to keep our intensity on the defensive end, and we were able to do some things on the offensive end, to get us to secure the win.
Coach, on a night where Jaslyn Hill doesn't have her best game offensively, she's picked up by Raya Willis, who's our Wiesner of Huntsville player of the game tonight with 18 points. Ledette follows with 14. Just what can you say about the depth of this team and how big it was for you tonight in the 6-point win?
I mean, we still have some good young girls. I mean, I have 2 seniors on the team, but the young ones behind them, they work hard every day. Lots of potential as far as things that we haven't even seen yet. I always tell them it's so much stored inside of them. I just need to see it come out. Imagine what that's going to be like if we got 5 or 6 people playing on all cylinders on one night. But we just got to keep working hard and getting more and more people involved.
Coach, last thing for you, going into Friday, some things you look to clean up in practice as the kids get back into school and try to keep this streak going 4-0 in district play.
I think we need to continue to work on our offensive sets, getting the girls in the right places, especially if we're going to be triple teamed. I think that Brenham put a lot of pressure on our posts, Oliviana Wynn and Araya Willis, so we really need to work on when they collapse, us getting the ball back out and working it around and getting as many attempts as we can on offense.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Congrats on the win. We'll see you on Friday.
Thank you. Y'all be careful on the road.
You as well. That's head coach LaToya Bennett joining us here in the post-game wrap-up as Huntsville again is your winner, 53-47 over the Brenham Cubettes. You look at some final stats right there on the board. Oliviana Wynn finishes with 13 points. Naya Ledette, 14 points, and your Wiesner of Huntsville player of the game in Raya Willis. She finishes with 18 points on the ball game. Showing her, well, they just took it off there, but you got to see it, and you saw it on the floor all night long tonight. So big win for the Lady Hornets. They're now 4-0 in district play, and now an opportunity to look ahead to Friday night, as I'll pull up the schedule just real quick here. Sorry for not being prepared, ladies and gentlemen, but they'll be going back home to Huntsville, taking on a very good Montgomery Bears team. That is going to be an exciting ball game coming up on Friday night at the high school. I will be back for y'all once again. It looks like to bring you that ball game if Justin Hardcastle is unavailable to call that one on Friday. So it'll be either me or Justin on Friday for Lady Hornet basketball as Stephanie continues to be on the road with Sam Houston. So either way, it's at home, so come on out. Let's be loud. It was a great atmosphere here tonight in Brenham, so come on out on Friday night. Ticket information online at hornetnation.info. You can click on the tickets tab for all of your ticket information for the Lady Hornets. So that'll be Friday night, 6:30 p.m. tip-off here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, powered by KSAM Sports. All right, with that said, that does it for us here this evening here at Brenham High School, where Huntsville is the winner, 53-47. Tonight's broadcast of Huntsville Lady Hornet basketball on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network is copyrighted for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any other transmission and accounts of the game without the express written consent of 101.7 KSAM and Huntsville High School Athletics is strictly prohibited. For Heather Early and our entire Hornet Nation Broadcast Network crew, I'm Carlos Zimmermann, wishing you a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you on Friday at Paul Bowen Gym at Huntsville High School. Lady Hornets versus the Montgomery Lady Bears, 6:30 on Friday. We'll send you over to John Clendenin for the conclusion of the boys' game as Huntsville looks to be on track to knock off Brenham back at home. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and as always, friends, have a pleasant tomorrow. And sting 'em, Hornets. Good night, God bless, and so long from the heart of Washington County here in Brenham.